Welcome back to Let's Play Xanadu next. This time is probably the end. I have to deal with the Black Bride and then Galsis himself. That's the save point that I thought you had to touch to activate the Land of the Dead, which we are not doing. Man, this is a big circle. Hey, there's the entrance. Wow, it was a whole map of just stairs. You better not start making the floor crumble. The moment is at hand, Sir Knight. My husband's return approaches. Gaze now upon the forests and waters that have blessed this beautiful land. The abundant reaches of this country are no less suitable than Xanadu's were. Men's hearts have fallen into chaos, however. The country is still in shambles. Grief, sadness, fear, loathing. These are all my husband needs to know of to have a pleasant awakening. The time is nigh. Soon the world shall be drenched in darkness. The utopia has been soiled by the vast darkness of the void. As a descendant of Kublai Khan, I, Liselot, beseech you. Lieselot. However it's said. My princess, could that be? Indeed, 'tis the same seal of the Shrine Maiden used when I passed on the Dragon Slayer. This is undoubtedly my sister's work. However, I don't fully understand this seal. It's possible that we are merely going about this in quite the wrong way? Come forth as my guardian and husband, Dragon King Galsis. Oh, he's her guardian. Huh. Dragon King Galsis. Yeah. Yeah. Impressive. I can't do a dragon voice. The Sacred Maiden's magic had triumphed so utterly over the dark powers. She plotted well, my wife, Liselot, deceiving even me for 500 years, keeping me sealed away within herself. So a brave hero was chosen in this era. You know nothing. You and I, we were born from that woman. Yeah. Liselot, your wit, your courage, simply admirable. She is most suited as a dragon's beloved. No other human shall have her. I waited, preparing to crush you for being the sacred sword's chosen, and this time around, mayhap the reign of darkness shall begin henceforth. So, now I'm confused. Did she want me to be able to kill him? Because he mentioned that she was deceiving him. But I don't get it. Alright. Actually, does the death spell work here? Oh my god, it does. I'm gonna expend all casts of it, but I can be completely safe during this phase. I should have gotten my magic potions out of storage. Alright, defeated all the Spend Devils. I have no idea what Galsis is gonna do. Oh god. Get away from the beams, because they explode. You're not just gonna summon more Spend Devils, are you? Oh! Okay. Casting Dragon Slayer seemed to do nothing? So I don't need to use it yet. I'm not sure. Oh, I can hit him now. Nope. So I hit his leg to knock him down. And now can I use Dragon Slayer on the head? Yes, I can! 1,000 damage. Alright, how many times are you going to cast that? Was that 4 or 5 casts? I'm actually not sure. So, keep hitting your leg. And then Dragon Slayer on the head. Technically, I could use a stronger weapon, I guess. And I'm safe behind these pillars. Hang on one second. Well, that was a long away time. Alright, let's get back to this final boss. Right. Wait out the attacks, smack the legs until he falls over, accidentally waste a cast. Alright, one more. There's gotta be another phase, though. Oh, okay. That pillar had enough. Alright, so after the wind attack... Honestly, I have potions. I'm just gonna try and knock him down one more time. Eat it. We still have to deal with Liaise, though, right? You despicable. So you are worthy of facing me. But be warned, do not think this is the full measure of my power. Wow. Knight, behold the advent of the true King of the Void. I shall destroy you along with that despicable sword. I tried doing the N64 Bowser scream. Wow, that was even worse. How quaint. Now I'll have to use 30% of my power. That's not the worst trope. Oh! So... Zombie Galsis now? Okay. So we're doing, like, bullet hell now? I mean, I might as well use elixirs. Okay, he's summoning Testamentals. I have no idea how to get out of the way of that. There we go. Oh, Testamentals are... Oh, it's not that they're just undead, they just get back up. Oh, I have to hit that eye. That makes sense, considering there's the eye icon on the, Dragon Slayer skill. Okay. Excuse me. This is actually super cool. But, wow. I would think that 42 strength, wielding the Dragon Slayer itself, would be enough to actually, you know, deal damage. Or a significant amount of damage. I don't have magic potions. I hope the final phase does not actually require the skill. So fun fact, you're ranked on finishing the game. If you want the S rank, the highest rank, one of the things includes never reaching 0 HP, including even if you have an elixir. They count using an elixir as a death. This whole game is just Falcom being sadistic. Oh, it still does 1,000 damage to him. Okay. So that is some important knowledge. I do have one elixir left, thankfully. I am absolutely going to need it because now there are new projectiles. What? Take out the Testamentals because those are hurt boxes that I can actually do something about. God, where does the game put me if I get a game over here? Probably gonna have to... Yep. Okay. Well, at least the save point is just down there. Alright. So, I want Constitution, since backstabs are not applicable here. And I want Mind Up, because that's going to do more for me than... yeah, it's... I was away for a bit. But, yeah, Mind Up is going to be, you know, significantly more helpful. Are there any accessories that might help at all? I guess Vampiric Armlet? Yeah, that's about it. Let's try this again. Hopefully knowing what I'm doing should help. Especially regarding the second form. Alright. So you're gonna have your enemies you summon. They're gonna be kind of a pain. But I can use the death spell to make them much less of a pain. You can't have multiple death spells on the screen at a time, by the way. Like, if you cast it again, the one projectile will go away. So that's just gonna do its thing. Let me use the weak heals. Alright, one, maybe two more. Okay. Re-equip the Dragon Slayer skill. Avoid the Isaac beams. And he'll land in the center. Not my favorite dragon boss fight, I gotta say. I still prefer Sin from Dark Souls 2. At least it hits. Alright. I'm safe back here for a moment. That. Honestly, it doesn't matter what I do for the fireballs, because it's the wind that I really want to hide from. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a cool freaking boss fight. Right, yeah. Although I'd call the Beholder fight more of a boss fright. There we go. 10th hit landed. What? No. I have healing. I have elixirs. I'm not too scared. And I know how to kill it. It's just a matter of execution. fact that you can't even use items is a little dumb, though. I need to time my elixir uses, though. Alright. These guys are a bit of a pain. Having instant kill mechanics is legitimately terrible. Good game design. Getting full health to nothing in an instant. Oh, really? So stupid. Okay. I feel like landing a Dragon Slayer on the core should definitely be an interrupt, but... What is with Falcom and almost BSingly difficult final bosses anyway? Like, I get a final boss needs to be hard, but... sometimes it feels a little extra, you know? Especially for when there's borderline unavoidable stuff like that. Get the hit. And over here, I have no panaceas or antidotes on me. Although that's entirely on me. Or, I guess it's not. Hit. Alright. Back to fireballs, which means... charged lasers. Which means... Dragon Slayer, and run into the corner, which did not actually help my case. I am glad that on this phase, you're not, like, totally ruined if you can't... okay, that's just be far away. Like, you can do damage without having a use of Dragon Slayer. So if you miss one, you're still kinda good. As long as you have damage stats rather than just tanking stats. Alright, so electric balls, meteor, fireballs, poison breath, charged laser. No! Alright, I guess I'll meet you for phase 2. Alright, back. I'm not sure if this is going to be any better of a run, but... we'll see. Alright, quickly, let's throw. I just need to have more access to more healing items. No, 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 no. Okay. That was extremely close. I'm not sure why I couldn't get past Galsis there when I could every previous time. Worked that time. Throw the other healing items on there. That way she can be part of the battle too. I have all 3 elixirs. God. I think I've actually got it this time. Like, getting hit by the fireballs is actually not that bad. Oh, I'm out of uses. I was hitting the button and like, what's going on? Alright. I think uses actually recharge between, like, when you use an elixir, so I'm actually going to intentionally go down here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, one more hit. Galsis is down. Or at least Form 2 is. So now, if I need to do this phase again, I know not to waste healing items if I'm out of SP, because I can just elixir. Got it. Anything else, Dragon Lord? Did we manage to actually kill him? Like, kill? Or is this just another seal? Brave Knight! Are you alright? Oh, so Liege sacrificed herself to summon him. Has Galsis been defeated? Surely seems that way, but... Knight, the words Galsis spoke before you fought. What did the creature say? 'Twas quite like that which the Black Bride would utter. Oh no, she's still around. Lies, brave knight, this is not yet over. Not for as long as I remain Galsis' wife. Princess Lies, enough of this. Sage Theobald? I'm quite certain everyone saw it as well. Princess Lieselot has, for some reason, assumed an appearance as such. Will you explain yourself? I speak of your true intentions. Yes. "500 years ago, what happened? What happened after you sealed us away? We thought Galsis would have chosen to keep us within Castle Strange Rock. Yet there upon the island of Harlech did you stay and protect us." Protect? I'm not sure that's... But I fail to understand your reasoning behind sealing the Dragon King within yourself. Because of the words Galsis said earlier, there's no way we could not notice it. Fleur. What course can I take to make it right? We were born as twins into the royal family, and as such we were both trained to be sacred maidens. As is the norm for twins, we developed irreplaceable memories together. Perhaps due to the intense training we endured, our bonds grew far deeper than the norm. Yes. The ever light-hearted and carefree Fleur. With my frail body, I think I even envied you a bit from what I remember. I did not want the burden of the maiden seal to be yours to bear. I wanted you free of those tethers, free to walk your own path to happiness. For Galsis to be sealed within a maiden is much akin to the proverbial stake in the coffin. In the concept of marriage, you would be unable to have even the tiniest bit of a normal life. So the night before our 16th birthday, I heard that you had been chosen to be the maiden. Ah. Thinking about how weak my body was, one can somewhat understand the reasoning. Still, with the reality so prominent in my mind, a chasm in my heart opened wide. My sister had just been burdened with a terrible fate. I simply refused to allow that one reality to happen. I cursed myself for having such a weak constitution. Sister. The maiden selection process was decided in utmost secrecy. Who had the audacity to... Ah, I see. 'Twas Lorelei, was it not? You are quite correct. She would marry the Dragon King, and thus inherit a vast amount of power. Intending to use that power in the maiden training to trick Galsis, she proposed I seal him away within myself. Maybe, if the Dragon King vanished from Xanadu, then Fleur wouldn't have to become a sacred maiden. Lorelei, was there no limit to her wretchedness? In her eyes, I was but a tool to facilitate the release of the Dragon King, but in so telling, there seemed to be yet one shining ray of hope for me. I only wanted you to be happy, Lies. Only a strong sacred maiden such as myself would do, and so I thought... I know. Thank you, Fleur. You see, that's why I wished for your happiness. Yes. There was no other with a body of my constitution, so I accepted the proposal Lorelei offered. And so, before the day had ended, I sought out the seal that lay deep within the castle. Thus is the story behind the Black Bride. Yes. Not long after the battle between the Dragon King and Xanadu started, Fleur and her companions began their assault on Castle Strange Rock. Though it seemed like the fight was in Xanadu's favor, there was a single miscalculation. A miscalculation? The legendary wielder of the Sacred Sword never emerged. The Sacred Sword only grants true power to the brave soul it chooses itself. Even though Fleur wielded it with conviction, she was unable to deal any grave wounds to Galsis, as I suspected. Then does that mean, while the fight was raging on... Yes, 'twas probable that every single person would have had their life extinguished. I waited, watching the battle unfold, biding my time for a chance when I could seal away the Dragon King. Unfortunately, that chance never materialized, and you finally faced off against Galsis. Oh, I used magic to seal away time on the Dragon King, and swept you up in it as well. So that petrification was in order to save us? Yes, my apologies. In order to save you all, I had to. By the Phoenix's flame. After those events, I then sealed the Dragon King's body as if it were a guardian. Alas, as time marched on, his strength slowly returned, and I was unable to suppress him with my powers any longer. So, those were the circumstances which led to our release from the stone. Yes. On just that day, a dying knight was brought to my side. It seemed like the duty had been left to me, one who had strayed down the path of evil. Though he was fading away, I felt a radiant strength from the soul of that wounded knight. I thought the brave hero of the sacred sword may have finally appeared, and so I decided to entrust this knight with my one final hope. We had not a clue until now. It was entirely as I intended it. You've done nothing wrong. As long as Galsis was not freed, then things would have gone on as such. Yes. I have truly caused a great deal of trouble for everyone. However, it isn't over yet. This entire dilemma has not yet been overcome. What do you mean by that? Because I kept Galsis sealed within me for so long, we've become merged. Right now I'm Lisa Lowe, and at the same time, I'm also the Dragon King Galsis. No. There remains to us but one way to thwart the Dragon King. Brave Knight, drive the Dragon Slayer through my body. And Fleur, you'll need to seal me through the sword. I can't. I won't do that. In the end, I think I've only caused you pain. Please find it in your heart to forgive your flawed sister. Why must me? Isn't there another way? Unfortunately, we do not have the time to debate this. Even now, Galsis is swiftly recovering from the wounds he's been given. But I've lived 500 years for the sake of this moment. Wise sages, Fleur, I beg you. Such cruel words a princess doth utter. 'Tis possible you've become friends. Were it possible to take your stead, I would gladly accept this burden myself. I'm truly grateful that the sacred sword chose one such as you. I'm ready, brave knight. Raise your sword. I truly wish to thank you for your efforts. Please end this all by your hand. While our fates have deemed it otherwise, I would have liked to meet you under more normal circumstances. Wow, any input does it. I tried walking away. Thank you, brave knight. For someone with such a feeble body, I really did live for a long time. When a babe is born, it cries. The onlookers cheer in great delight, and when thine time to leave is nigh, the onlookers do not but cry. Thyself alone doth bear a smile. 'Tis a proverb of Xanadu. Please, she has such a peaceful look. Princess Fleuret, 'tis time we go. I understand. Sir Knight, please keep my sister like this. Yes, you are always concerned about ensuring my happiness. For me to repay that, there's but one solution. Let us be together forever, in utmost cheer, like the... Like, you're making her your guardian? Or... Lady Fleuret, what are you... Sir Knight, along with the sages, I bid you farewell. Huh, silver and gold ring. I hope they're not, like, just dying. Because that would be a waste of, like, a phenomenal amount of history knowledge. Right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that, am I? Like, yeah, you don't really belong here, but is there a way for you to really go back? Not without altering history. Unless this is a reference to another Dragon Slayer game, I'm highly confused. Like, why did you turn into a bird? And why did the ring disintegrate? I guess the ring, it was, like, symbolic of... What the... Is that Lady Fleuret? A white phoenix. I understand now. By assuming that shape, Lady Fleuret will be able to keep Galsis sealed for all eternity. However, since it is an immortal creature, her vigil will also be eternal. But how could she have become a phoenix? Yeah, thank you for asking. I wasn't even aware Lady Fleuret had that much power. Lady Fleuret will not stand her watch alone. Lady Liz is with her as well. So you think this resolution could only be achieved because the Sacred Maidens were twins? So in the end, it seems like nothing we did was of any use. Nay, we may yet have a role. Even when all seems lost, we may be all that remains in the future. Would you not agree, Knight? There is kind of a war going on right now that I might be interested in. 3 years after the War of the Knights. A death knell was rung for the ways of old, and a fresh wind began to blow. Though a relic of that passing age, he continued to walk the path of a knight undeterred. Even after these events now told, we continued to travel together. Our wanderings took us many places, but often we were met along the way by a white phoenix. Was he pursuing those eternal maidens, or was it they that led him onward? He spoke little of the events which occurred between himself and the others. Even to this day, he still carries that sword to every place we visit. While we witness the unfolding of this new era, his strength is necessary for the sake of the people. That is what I've discovered about the last lone knight. Still. Perhaps this is merely a requiem, devoted to his fellow fallen knights. Perfectly fitting for an awkward fellow, don't you think? Alright, so that's another Falcom game down. Like I said, some of the boss fights, I'm not gonna mince words, they kind of sucked. But for the most part, I liked it. Like, I really liked the Galsis fight. Even though I didn't like how the lasers were practically instant death if you got caught by them. It was more than doable to just avoid getting hit, don't get me wrong. But the fact that if you did get hit, it was game over. That is the issue I had. I'm not doing the Land of the Dead because I would need to do a lot of grinding to dump points into Constitution just to make that place survivable, let alone the points into Strength to actually deal damage at a reasonable rate. But, yeah. This is going to be the last of the current projects I'm uploading. I'm taking a break from recording for a little bit because by now EBF3 will have been fully uploaded as well. I'm going to be streaming a lot and playing a lot of stuff on my own. So, yeah. I have a ridiculous backlog right now, so see you guys in whatever comes next. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Oh. Tomorrow we begin our journey once more. Lies, Fleuret, what do you see of this world from the sky? The knight is certainly doing his best. Please watch over him, both of you. The Orphanage from Where I Began, by Charlotte L. Wells. Let's see, what rank did I get? Oh, right, I got an S rank because I'm 15 or below. I did that bad on treasures? I'm gonna say that's a good death count for me, though. Rank C, Chevalier. See you guys in whatever comes next.